Hi there, it's Joey from Seeking Balance Australia. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. And today I wanted to answer the question, what's it like to work in a vertigo clinic? So first of all, I want to say I love it. It's great. It's highly rewarding. And the number one reason for that is I get to see often very vulnerable people who have really lost their sense of center. And in some of these cases, they're no longer working or they've had to really cut back what they're able to do in daily life. So they're at a bit of a low point in their life, I suppose you could say. They come to my clinic after they've seen doctors and specialists, so they've had all the investigations and there's nothing medically sinister happening generally. And they come to me for emotional support and strategies to help them get back on their feet, to think clearly and to get going again. So ultimately, I'm seeing people learn how to trust their body, learn how to make really structured and simple changes to their daily life. And they're very brave, you know. I give them full credit for their entire recovery process. So I suppose for me, it's highly rewarding. And I do see a lot of patterns. Some people definitely don't want to do home exercises. They want a quick fix. They want someone else to fix them, and they're full of resentment, and they're not happy with what the doctors might have told them. They're confused and overwhelmed. And I mean, in clinic, in my case, really it's just about helping those patients try and acknowledge their frustration and anger and wait until they're ready to get past that. Because once they're frustrated enough or angry enough or, really in a place where they can't stay there anymore, that's often when they're then ready to do the daily program. So some people actually will say to me, I was referred to see you 2 years ago or 3 years ago and I just wasn't ready. And now 3 years has passed and I still feel crappy and I really want help. I've watched your webinars and I get it. Okay, I get it. I'm ready. So I think that's why I find this so rewarding, because it's not about the quick fix and it's not about miracles. It's about being incredibly human. And part of being human is knowing that we're all perfectly imperfect. Nobody's body is of 100% health all the time. Every human being is going to go through an amazing cycle of emotions, from joy, happiness, relief, and gratitude, to sadness, melancholy, panic, anxiety, hopelessness. And something I find really quite heartfelt and inspiring about the Dizzy Clinic or the Vertigo Clinic and working with Seeking Balance is I really get to see the full spectrum of human feelings, and I find all the people who I work with very inspiring. They've made a choice to support themselves, to take responsibility, and to really listen into their body, to pause and to make new decisions. So previously they may have felt dizzy and quickly maybe medicated, or maybe they would quickly stop everything and cry and fall in a heap, or they would quickly go home and lock themselves up in their bedroom, or some of my clients would actually ignore it and deny it and push it away and just push through and just keep going, keep going, keep going. And they would be literally bashing their head against a wall, feeling horrible, but trying to hide it so that other people didn't see. And so that's their old strategies and old patterns. And then I get to watch them actually navigate their way to making changes and choices that better suit them and serve them. So that could be they suddenly pause and they talk to their partner and they ask for support. It could be that they pause and take a few breaths and just check in. They just see, how on what scale is my dizziness right now? Am I going to have to call in my support team? Am I going to have to take a day off work? Or do I think this might actually pass in less than a minute or two and I can really start my strategies and stay connected? And also this idea of no longer feeling shame. So some people do try and hide their dizziness because they don't want to upset other people, or they don't want people to think they're crazy or think they're whinging or whining. But when they actually stop and acknowledge how real dizziness is, okay, it might be invisible, but that doesn't mean it's unimportant. So once they really look at it differently and they see that they deserve support, and they can articulate it better to their family, to their children, to their employers, they actually do feel a lot more control, and that's a very beautiful thing to witness. So essentially, to answer your question, it's hugely inspiring. I'm very grateful. I love watching people grow and improve and make very real changes, both mentally, emotionally, in their belief system. Some people go from not believing anything's possible to feeling that actually they are changing. So they change their belief system quite profoundly. And of course, watching the dizziness melt away. So in the vast majority of cases, people will have reduced symptoms. They're less severe, they're less frequent. In some cases, they totally disappear, absolutely. And in other cases, if the symptoms come and go randomly, they're much less bothersome. They have strategies, they have a plan, and they have emotional resilience. So it's hugely rewarding, and I give full credit to the people who are out there who are doing the work. They're really going there, and what can I say? I think you're all wonderful. So I would like to, leave it there. So for those of you with dizziness and vertigo listening, I just want to say that I encourage you to keep going. I know it can feel really hard some days, and they're the days when you've got to really drop into that vulnerable space. Listen to what you need, listen to your body, and make sure you inform the people around you. Keep your support team informed and participating in your journey, because you certainly don't have to do this alone. All right, all the best, everybody. Bye for now.